As we know, climate change is one of the biggest challenges facing the planet in the 21st century, which is why it is so important for Ireland to do its bit to help reduce global warming. Now, today is a groundbreaking day as over 40 of the country's leading companies have made a dedicated pledge to significantly reduce their carbon emissions. I'm joined now by Tomás Sercovich, who's the CEO of Business in the Community Ireland, who was at the Mansion House in Dublin this morning for their 11th annual CEO Breakfast Forum. Good morning, Mr. Sercovich. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to us. Carbon pledge, what does this actually mean? What's it actually going to entail?
Good morning, and thanks for taking the interest in our conversation. Basically, what we're going to do today is announce that this group of companies have made a public commitment, number one. Number two, commitment to, on an annual basis, measure and report and communicate on how they are cutting their emissions in order to be as close as possible to the international agreements we have with the Paris Accord. And as you know, that needs to be getting even more stringent and dedicated as we go down the line. There is a wide range of sectors, from food and drink to financial services, professional services, ICT, pharma, retail, you name it. And it's about a public commitment of business saying we're very serious about this and we really want to do something, and we want to show with numbers how our emissions go down and down as our activities and our economy continues to grow, but that our emissions need to be going down.
OK, so this isn't just a PR exercise. It's going to be monitored, it's going to be checked. You're going to say, this is what we're doing now, and next year you're going to say, these are the improvements that we've made.
Absolutely. We're committed to doing an annual report where you'll be able to see each company, and some of them are doing extremely well because they have been working on this for probably 20 years. Others are only starting now. But what we are committed is to show on a year-by-year base how the emissions go down, and we'll be very open about it, and I'd love to show it to you next year when we have our first report showing how the emissions are coming down, and as more companies keep on joining, have a collective picture of how Ireland Inc. is reducing its emissions. And I think that's a really valuable contribution for the whole debate we're having about the big transformation we need in order to make to that, so-called low-carbon economy that sounds like very far away and very futuristic, but it's a reality we need to make happen, and very soon.
Why has it taken so long?
Oh, that's a really good question, but I guess it's taken as long probably as Business in the Community, but many of the companies that are working with us have been doing this for a very long period of time. What I guess it's important is that we all work together in this, and we all give visibility to what's happening, and that we all give space to having conversations about how carbon is so relevant. We always say, you can see plastic, and you can see the plastic on the floor and the oceans, but you cannot see carbon. So it has been kind of a less relevant element of the conversation, but we need to bring it to the forefront, because that's how I would ideally love to see investors and consumers and citizens making decisions based on what type of companies, how they're doing on their carbon emissions.
OK, Mr. Sercovich, thank you for taking the time out. Enjoy your day, and we will talk to you in a year and see what progress you've made. You're welcome. Now, coming up, UK and EU officials have agreed the draft text of a Brexit agreement. But will the British Prime Minister get the support that she needs? We'll be discussing this and the other top news stories after the break.